Welcome to the channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and press the bell icon to stay updated with every new story. On a rain-slicked alley in a forgotten corner of the city, a homeless man named Marcus huddled against the cold brick wall. His tattered coat did little to shield him from the relentless downpour that mirrored the endless torrent of misfortune in his life. Suddenly, his weary gaze caught something that froze the blood in his veins. A shadowy figure lurking behind a female police officer patrolling the desolate street. The glint of a knife catching the faint light as the assailant raised it high, poised to strike her down. Marcus's heart pounded like a war drum, his instinct screaming at him to act, even as the world had long ago taught him that heroes like him didn't exist anymore. Marcus had once been a man with dreams as vast as the city skyline, a construction worker with a loving family and a modest home where laughter filled the rooms. But life had unraveled it all in a single tragic accident, a scaffolding collapse that claimed his job, his mobility for months, and ultimately his family's stability as medical bills piled up and his wife, overwhelmed by the strain, left with their young daughter. Now at 45, Marcus wandered the streets, his once strong frame gaunt from hunger and exposure. He begged for change because every job application was met with doors slammed shut, every shelter bed filled before he could claim it. The female officer, Sergeant Diana Rodriguez, was no stranger to the perils of the night shift. Her badge was a symbol of the unyielding resolve she had forged through years of climbing the ranks in a male-dominated precinct. At 32, Diana carried the scars of a childhood marked by her father's abandonment and her mother's relentless struggle as a single parent in the same gritty neighborhoods she now patrolled. Yet beneath her crisp uniform lay a fragility she rarely admitted. A recent divorce that left her questioning her choices, sleepless nights, haunted by the faces of victims she couldn't save. As the knife descended in what felt like slow motion to Marcus, time stretched into an eternity of decision. His body, weakened by years on the streets, surged with adrenaline he hadn't felt since his working days, propelling him forward with a guttural cry that shattered the night's quiet. He lunged at the assailant, his frail form colliding with surprising force, tackling the man to the ground. The knife clattered away as Diana whirled around, her hand instinctively reaching for her weapon. The struggle was brutal and uneven. The attacker, younger and stronger, landing blows that cracked against Marcus's ribs. But Marcus held on with the tenacity of a man who had nothing left to lose, his mind flashing to his daughter, fueling his refusal to let go. Diana joined the fray, her training kicking in as she subdued the assailant with precise strikes and handcuffs. But not before Marcus took a vicious elbow to the temple, his vision blurring as he slumped against the wall. In the chaotic aftermath, as sirens wailed and backup arrived to haul the attacker away, Diana knelt beside Marcus, her hands pressing against his wounds, realizing with guilt that this ragged stranger had just saved her life at great personal cost. Marcus, fading in and out of consciousness, muttered fragments of his story. Diana listened, her heart twisting with gratitude and sorrow, seeing in him the echoes of the people she had sworn to protect. The days that followed blurred into a hospital vigil for Marcus, his body mending from bruises and fractures, but his spirit grappling with the unfamiliar sensation of being seen. Diana visited daily, learning of his daughter's foster care placement, the letters he wrote but never sent. In sharing her own burdens, they formed an unlikely bond, two souls battered by life's storms, finding solace in mutual understanding. Challenges mounted as Marcus faced discharge back to the streets, and Diana battled bureaucratic red tape to secure him housing. Her colleagues questioned her involvement with a vagrant, testing her resolve. Yet small victories emerged. A community fundraiser sparked by Diana's advocacy, drawing donations from strangers moved by the story of the homeless hero. A reunion facilitated with his daughter, tentative at first, her wide eyes meeting his tear-filled ones in a moment that mended fragments of his broken heart. Suspense built as shadows from the past resurfaced. The attacker from jail issuing veiled threats through associates, forcing Diana and Marcus into a tense alliance to uncover a larger ring of street crimes. Marcus's street smarts proved invaluable, guiding Diana through hidden networks she never knew existed. Their partnership evolved from rescuer and rescued to equals facing danger together. One pivotal night in a derelict warehouse stakeout, they narrowly escaped an ambush, Marcus shielding Diana once more. His actions were a testament to the profound change in him, no longer just surviving, but protecting what mattered. As the ring was dismantled, Marcus found purpose in advocacy, speaking at community meetings about the invisible struggles of the homeless. Through the trials, emotions swelled like a symphony reaching its crescendo. Marcus's journey from despair to redemption painted a portrait of resilience that touched everyone around him, including Diana, who rediscovered her passion for justice. Their friendship blossomed into a quiet, profound connection, with Marcus becoming the uncle figure to Diana's life, his daughter slowly reintegrating into a stable world built on forgiveness and perseverance. The city, once indifferent, began to shift. Inspired by their story, initiatives for better support systems emerged, reminding all that heroism hides in the most unlikely forms. As the sun set on a renewed chapter, Marcus stood on the balcony of his modest apartment, overlooking the streets that had once claimed him, feeling the weight of transformation in every breath, knowing that one shocking moment had rewritten his fate and touched countless lives.